What's up out there? Welcome back to some more RuneScape 3, and we're on episode 24. Now, in the last video, I was working on getting the Mkondo hatchet and trying to get that last piece, and I actually did that. One of you guys out there suggested that I get the tree shaking scrimshaw, so I went and grabbed one. I think I looked at these when we first got the woodcutting rework, and I think I looked at this, but it was like expensive, or it was just not on the Grand Exchange at the moment. I can't remember what it was, but I couldn't get one. And it was real popular at that point because everybody was trying to get this done, get the hatchet done. So I just kind of moved away from it. I feel like I did look at it anyway. This seems familiar because I was trying to accelerate things, but at the time I didn't necessarily care about it. So I didn't really pursue it as something that I need to have, you know what I mean? So when I didn't find it or couldn't get it or whatever, I just kind of moved on and I forgot about it. So thanks to whoever mentioned that, because this was great. I had this thing on for less than 7 minutes and I got that final piece. I saw it pop up and I'm like, I know what that is. And I instantly took it out and then went and did the little grind to actually get the hatchet unlocked, which was kind of sucked because the dragon hatchet is tied to your toolbar and you can't get it out until you go to the invention place. You got to put an augmenter on the thing, then it takes it off your belt, gives you a regular hatchet back, and then you got to dissolve the augmenter. Like, I had to go back to the Grand Exchange buy some more stuff. Not a big deal, but it was just, I thought you could just take all the materials to the little dwarf guy and he would switch it over for you, but that wasn't the case. I had some extra work to do. So lessons learned there, but I do have the hatchet now and that is done. And that same person that suggested the scrimshaw also suggested, I think it was the same person. If not, it was two different people, but somebody suggested to get the wood box going. And I'd totally forgotten about this with the woodcutting rework. I was not working on woodcutting when the woodcutting rework came out. I think I was working on something else. I may have even been working on like invention or something. Like every time they add content to the game, I'm doing something different and then I don't catch up with it because I don't stick with the new content because I'm trying to do something else and they keep trying to derail me and sidetrack me. But anyway, I got the wood box built. This thing was a little frustrating compared to, say, like the ore box. When you go into the smithing interface, all your bars and everything are right in that one interface. It's all stored in that one place, and you can just build the next thing from it. And you just have it in your inventory, you start the next one, and you go on. With this, I had to actually sort through my, we're full. I had to actually sort through my inventory because I didn't have all the logs in the right order. I was missing some logs here and there. I've tried to keep at least one stack in there, or, keep a bookmark piece of that so that I can just know that, all right, I need to go get these logs and all that kind of stuff. And I've tried to keep a representation of all the different logs in my bank. Probably not the most efficient use of space, but I've tried to keep it there for stuff like this. So I don't have to stop and go, chop up a bunch of stuff and come back. So I went and started doing this part of it, I went to start making the box and went through each of the logs and found out I was missing some logs. I had some in different orders, so I had to reorder some stuff. Not a big deal, but it was more tedious doing this box because you don't have that smithing interface, which it'd be nice if they did have that smithing type interface, but it is what it is. So I do have the wood box. Unfortunately, I need to work on fletching, and I only have level 65 fletching. So that's going to be my next grind, is working on fletching. And in the meantime, I'll be able to still chop trees. I got to remember to not only click that, but I need to empty this. I keep forgetting about that box. The cool thing about, the thing with the mining, or this mining and smithing interface, is so much better than this. You don't have to right click, empty out or something like that. You just push the little button when you get there and it dumps everything for you. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm so spoiled on that other interface. But I do have the wood box up to mahogany, and I will be upgrading it as I get my fletching upgraded. So I'm starting the fletching grind. That's the next thing that I'm going to be working on. And as far as I've gotten now, like the level 65 that I have, I would say probably half of it has came from lamping over time and the events we get where they have the fletching station and you level up from that. So a lot of the fletching levels that I have are just artificially inflated, and I've not really spent any time actually working on fletching itself. So that's what I'm going to be working on next, is trying to learn what works well for fletching. And the wiki site said you want to work on maple shield bows. So that's what I've been working on, is those things. That's like the best XP you can get. Now, there is best XP and probably most efficient. And then there's the other concept that I'm thinking about doing is like working on, say, arrows and stuff like that. Like, do I need a million bows? Probably not. What I've been doing is making the curved part and then dumping it into Invention just to break it down and have parts from it. I haven't been trying to string them up. I don't know if I should string them up. I don't know if that's like more time and less XP. Mimic kill token. All right, cool. I had one of those earlier. I still never gone to kill the mimic though. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for fletching. What I was considering is doing a bunch of arrows and doing the arrows that I can, because it's ammo, because I do want to work on ranged at some point. And that would be, you know, I need to level up anyway, and I need to get arrows and stuff like that. And I'm guessing somebody is probably going to say, well, it's cheaper to go to the Grand Exchange and just work on whatever grind and focus on that. And that might be true. I want to tinker with it a little bit and see how things go. And I did get a bird's nest. So that's kind of where we're at. And fletching is going to be the future for a while. That's going to be the next thing that I focus on and work towards, is getting that stuff done. And I want to actually explore fletching. Like I said, I haven't really done anything but lamps and very, you know, the little booster stuff we get during the seasonal content. So I want to actually see what fletching is like and not just skip past it. So that's the next grind that I'm working on. And I'm still working towards the Sentinel fragments. In fact, I'll be able to build another piece of that suit. I'm hoping I can get that last piece of this, the Maple Sentinel outfit. I'm hoping I can get the last piece of it soon, because I'd really like to get that buttoned up and done and at least have one full skilling suit for the tree stuff. So that's kind of where we're at now. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the future, is just working on fletching for the time being anyway. That'll do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.